Bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite, galera. Meu nome é Alan. Sejam muito bem-vindos ao canal Série District, o seu canal de entretenimento nerd no YouTube. Aqui falaremos de animes, jogos, músicas, filmes e séries. Portanto, já deixe o seu like, comente e compartilhe este vídeo. E sem mais delongas, vamos ao que interessa.
I live to fight! Final crash! Final crash! Hit it! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Hit it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! 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 Final crash! Final crash! Get it! 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 Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! 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 Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! 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 Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Get it! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. 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 Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Get it. Final crash. Final crash. Get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Get it. Final crash. 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 Let's get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. 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 Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. Final crash. Final crash. Let's get it. Final crash. 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 Final crash.